point moments ago for the Cardinals, who are trying to get their record to 8-8 to finish this injury-ravaged season. And Lockett from the 2 of Seattle. Tyler Lockett is loose. Tyler Lockett. Can they get to him? It's a touchdown, Seahawks. 99 yards.
Trust in your guys. This is just going straight up the middle, and you're going to watch him. He's going to break right through there, and he is gone. Great job in the middle of that. They had a couple of double teams set up, and then he breaks to the sideline, and nobody's going to catch Tyler Lockett from behind.
Mariota gives it to Henry. Henry bounces it outside. 5, 10, 15, stiff arm, 20, 25, 30, 40, stiff arm, 50, 40, 30, he's on his feet, big chase, 20, 15, 10, 5, 99 yards! Final rounds up.
Matt Breida slices through the Giants defense. And Breida, that's going to be a 49er touchdown.
Here, and then it's going to wind its way right back. Overcommitting, getting to the second level, and Landon Collins over.
It's a 2nd down and 3. Jackson takes it himself. Look at him dart back and forth. Oh, he broke his ankles. Now he's got an entourage, and he's got a touchdown. He is Houdini. What a play.
Replaced by rookie Greg Toller. Here's Bush on 1st and 10 from the Cardinals 46. He stays on his feet. Spectacular run by Bush. And Reggie Bush takes it all the way for another Saints touchdown.
Jackson keeps, gets it, and goodbye. Touchdown, Lamar Jackson, right up the gut. And welcome back to number 8. 37 yards on 4th and 2.
Leighton Vander Esch, he gives up a huge gap. Nobody fills the hole that Lamar Jackson exploits. You see it right there. He gets caught with his eyes in the backfield and just opens up this
lines of mismatches depending on where he lines up. Here's Tomlinson, big burst, still on his feet. The 20, the 10, touchdown. 2nd of the 1st quarter, 90th of Tomlinson's NFL career.
Leonard Fournette, and Fournette is off, and here is Leonard Fournette, and he'll score. Have you ever seen 2 more spectacular plays to start a football game?
Fournette, just look at him, sets it up on the inside, breaks back to the outside. The Rams lose the contain. They lose their gap assignment responsibility, and there goes Fournette, and he proved last.
Goes from 15 now at the 21. Turn and hand to Lynch. He stutter steps, breaks through the line, makes a man miss, cuts back outside right 30, 35, 40, down the far sidelines, pushes a defender, keeps fighting. He's still moving. He's going to go down to the 20, the 15. They're chasing him 10. He dives in. Are you kidding me?
What
touchdown,
a run. Oh,
Seahawks. Holy catfish. 79 yards, and that made Beastquake look like a walk in the park.
Before it gets great. And Johnson again. Watch out. Johnson. Speed.
Here's a 1st down and more. Flag on the play. Turpin is gone. Will it stand? For 64 yards and a score.
This is an outstanding route by Kevontae Turpin. He gets Okudah completely turned around coming off the line. And with the safeties, the way that they were playing, there was just nobody in the middle of the field. He's going to come down here. He comes wide, and it just opens up completely for Turpin then to take it and hit it.
And his impact so far on the Viking defense. 2nd down 9. Darnold getting messy, going deep, and he's got Jefferson. He's got Jefferson. It's a foot race downfield with Brown. Shifting gears. Getting a block. That's
Here's Jefferson. He's going to go through and go deep. Outside receiver coming in and doing the dig. But I want you to keep an eye on the eyes of the safety Brown. What he does is he sees that inside dig, and so he hesitates. And all it takes is a slight hesitation. He sees that dig. He's like, oh, no, do I got to jump on it? Wait, now I'm too late getting back. Jefferson's gotten behind me, and that's what allows that deep throw to take place. Brown just hesitating.
Gets his first sack of the year. And another Bajorquez punt. Turpin. Racing up the middle. Uh-oh. Kavontae Turpin needs one more block. He's got it. And he goes for the touchdown.
3 ability to stop the clock, 2 timeouts, and the 2-minute warning. They can kick this thing deep.
Line drive to Turpin, and it bounces through his legs. Here he comes. Kavontae Turpin spinning 3. Here he goes. Fastest man in the NFL. Kavontae Turpin takes it all the way. Touchdown, Dallas. Dallas, oh, well, we got a kick return touchdown.
Yeah, so watch. So he fumbles it, and now everyone just kind of starts checking down, and they just completely lose the leverage integrity of the return of the kickoff unit, and he gets into the open field, and it's over.
You know the move on Madden. He hits the spin button to the outside.
Oh,
done.
my God. I mean, look at that. I mean, Jeremy Reeves, then Jordan McGee, number 58. He just completely gets out of his lane inside, and you see him reach his hand out there, but that's not going to do it against a guy like this.
DJ Dallas. DJ Dallas with a burst across the 40. Bass can't take him down. Dallas may go on the outside. One man to beat. Dives to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona.
3rd and 15. Prescott under pressure, going deep downfield, and that's going to be picked off at the 9-yard line. Intended for Bryant. You got Leon Hall with a good run back. Ooh, all kinds of action. And a good run back, and Prescott had 2 interceptions in 12 games, 2 tonight, and that's Beckham making the catch. And off to the races he goes. Carr chasing him down. Can't get him. Touchdown Giants. They take the lead. "61 yards after the interception."
There is nobody like him. I'm telling you, with the ball in his hands, he has to be the most exciting player in the National Football League. He's giving it the coronation wave.
Right.
Wow. You know, he's dropped a couple of key passes, and then it just explodes. And coverage, because Sean Lee is going to run right out, and it's going to come right in behind him. Just a single high safety, and when you get the single high safety, somebody has to try and tackle Odell Beckham, and nobody can catch him. Unbelievable what that guy has done since he's come in the league. And when he gets his hands on the ball, and there is an ounce of space out there, just so explosive.
Little flip. Here comes Gibbs. First down. And a touchdown as he moves past Jackson. And the Lions are on the board.
Guys out here that you can go right here and right here. You've got Penei Sewell. You've got Mitchell out there on the edge. Great job capturing that edge. And I'm telling you what, those guys are running.
He leads the league in yards.
Here we go.
Per catch, 19.7. Here's Lindsey, a wide open piece of real estate. Lindsey showing the wheels, and he will score. A 65-yard sprint, and Lindsey was just about untouched.
Piece of blocking. You're going to get a crack back here, and then a pull, and that opens up the initial lane for Lindsey to get outside. Garrett Bull pulled.
It's been the guy today, 7 catches, his best game. Here's Barkley, Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley's the guy. He's going to take it. Touchdown from 65. Saquon saves the day for Philly. On the board early in the 4th.
And when he gets through the second level, he is gone. A great job on the left side there. Landon Dickerson, Jordan Mailata passing off that blitz. And you just don't see a lot of running backs in the league, Joe, in the second level run away from defensive backs. And he's pulling away as he...
Down the middle. It's Hill in the open. Cuts it upfield. He might be gone. He is. Kansas City takes the lead with a minute to go from 64 incredible yards.
Well, we talked about Josh Allen needed to make a huge play. This place is going crazy. And then all of a sudden you got Superman himself comes out and he shows you Patrick Mahomes. He don't lose in the playoffs very often. 6-1 here, only that loss in overtime. But if he gets the ball, wow, what a strike. And then Tyreek does the rest. Cheetah says goodbye. He's even going to give a little wave here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you're not catching them in the open field.
2 lead changes, 52 seconds apart.
Got away from Wallace. Turned the corner on Poyer and Hyde. And now the extra point.
Wilson on the move. Tungo Vailoa. Nice catch. Here goes Hill. Kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Tyreek Hill. What a throw. And then Hill rockets in for 6.
Wilson comes in motion. He's going to sit down. That draws the attention of Spillane. So the underneath coverage is up tight. That creates a window. You hit him in stride. Nobody's catching Tyreek.
Number 19, Essex Johnson, was equally brilliant as a runner, streaking 68 yards to a touchdown. The 37-14 romp was the Bengals' 8th straight victory over a 2-year period and gave every indication that Cincinnati would successfully defend its divisional crown.
But now they'd like him to keep his little Panther butt off the field. As Slash Stewart looking to run, and he's on the roll. Slash Stewart across the 30 into open field. Look at this man go. Cordell Stewart on the run. It's a foot race, and he's going to win it to the end zone.
Wide receiver for the Lions. And here is Barry Sanders. What a juke up the middle. And Barry Sanders into Tampa Bay territory. Sanders at the 10, he'll score.
John Lynch, his jock strap is laying, think still, on about the 20-yard line.
Draw, Gore, he should have some room. And Gore is going to get the first down and still going. Frank Gore will score.
Plunkett giving to Allen, sending him wide left. He has to reverse his field, but he gets away for a moment. Comes back up the middle of the 30, 35, 40. Breaks past 2 men at the 50, down to the 40. Picking up a blocker to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Raiders!
Formation behind Ponder, back to Adrian, stretch right. Shakes a tackle at the 22. Turns the corner at the 30. Cuts left at the 40. He gets by Cam Chancellor. And Adrian Peterson is inside the 5.
This is Charles, left side, running room. On his way, up the sideline. Can he outrun the defense? He is on his way and gone.
After Jacobs went for 6 carries, but just 4 yards. It is Reed on the jet sweep. Reed showing off the speed inside the 20. He could go, and he will. Jaden Reed, electric.
Buffalo at the 49-yard line. On the ground, breaking tackles. James Cook inside the 20, inside the 5. Somersaults for the touchdown. Whoa.
And Sirianni is right. The Eagles have 69 total yards. They had 70 yards in their touchdown drive. 9-1 on the others. Here's Barkley with a big hole, getting to the edge. Saquon Barkley, one man to beat, knocked out of bounds.
Up the middle, there's plenty of room for Bixby. Tank off to the races at the 20, at the 10, and they won't get him.